Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansu, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a show that's probably going to piss off a lot of people, but before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So let me just go ahead and get into this this topic here. As you guys know, this GOAT debate is something that I've weighed in on for some time now, especially for some time, at least for some years now. And I've been one of the people that has been saying that I feel like this thing is made up of just a bunch of smoke and mirrors, if I'm being quite honest with you. When you look at Jordan's resume, when you look at him with the eye test, if you look at his impact on the game, to me, I just don't see how people can legitimately compare LeBron and other players to him or say that LeBron is better than him. And it's no disrespect to LeBron. I got LeBron as in my top five as one of the 5 greatest players of all time, but that doesn't mean that I believe that he's on the level of Jordan. I just don't believe it. But for whatever reason, ever since like 2015, 2016, you've had various media plants that have come out here and been really trying to push this line of, oh, LeBron James is he's better than Michael Jordan. He's on the level of Michael Jordan. He's about to catch Michael Jordan. And it's like, when you look at the information, it doesn't make any sense. But nevertheless, you have people out there twerking it up all over the place, knocking over drinks, slapping each other with honey all up and down the street, talking about some goddamn, oh, LeBron is the GOAT, he the GOAT. And I'm like, how, where did it happen at? So what happened? This morning I was doing some research and I came across a clip from former NBA player Kwame Brown. And Kwame Brown seems to be someone that is not sipping on the Kool-Aid, and is someone that is seeing the media and the games that they play for exactly what it is, right? And Kwame has a very, very unique perspective, and I'll tell you why. The reason I believe it's unique is because he's a former player that's not part of the, as he calls it, the go along, get along gang, right? And the go along, get along gang, in my interpretation, essentially means that it's a group of people that have decided to all kind of click up, and they're all within the in crowd. And if you're not part of that crowd, you're not going to be one of the people that's going to be rewarded. And Kwame says something quite interesting, which was, as I was listening to him this morning, he essentially said that the only reason that people at ESPN and FS1 are pushing this LeBron versus Jordan debate is because they know it drives views. And then he took it a step further that he said, none of these guys that are saying this actually believe it. And he said the only reason that these guys are saying that is because they want a job in media. So that's really what we want to focus in on. But before we even get into that, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks, which is the largest daily fantasy sports platform in North America. PrizePicks is really simple. Instead of just selecting a team, you just select 2 or more players, pick more or less their projected stats, and then you place your entry. For example, this week, I'm selecting 2 entries. Stephen Curry for more than 25 points, and then I got Anthony Davis for more than 2 blocks, and Damian Lillard for more than 4 3-pointers made. PrizePicks is also the only daily sports platform with an injury insurance policy. So for example, if you have a player who gets injured in the first half and doesn't return to the second half, that player gets automatically rebooted. What I also love about PrizePicks is that it offers weekly promotions like Taco Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value. So go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. That's go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, use code CLNS for a first deposit match of up to $100. And once again, once you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is want to play exactly what Kwame Brown had to say here, and then want to come back and really get into the show. Take a listen to what Kwame had to say here.
If the Lakers trade up for a pick, do what they got to do, trade some of the squad. You know, LeBron don't like half the team. He throw every one of his teammates under the bus. It's never LeBron's fault. The media have created a narrative that LeBron can do no wrong. So now LeBron is acting like he can do no wrong. So despite the stupid shit that he said about the team that he had in Miami, it's like, what? What did you say? But again, it's never LeBron's fault. It's always his teammates' fault. But he created a podcast with him and JJ Redick to talk about X's and O's, but it turns out that it's not the LeBron fault podcast. Let's make LeBron whatever excuse in the book. Let's make it seem like he's the GOAT. LeBron is the GOAT because LeBron controls the media. No NBA player thinks LeBron is the GOAT. I don't give a damn how much you slice it, how much you dice it. He has great numbers. He has great whatever. He has the best whatever. No NBA player believes that with the heart of hearts. The only ones believe that is the ones that want to jump. Sorry, I got this charger in, so it's going to keep slipping. But the only ones that believe that is the ones that want a job. The ones that want a job is going to say that, and then half of the other sports commentators, if you ever notice, 1 minute they say LeBron's the GOAT, and the next minute they'll say MJ the GOAT, and then the next minute they'll say LeBron the GOAT. It's just for clicks and views. They know LeBron's not the GOAT. It's for clicks and views. The same reason why ESPN talk about him all the time. Same reason why any other station talk about him all the time. Same reason why they won like 8 out of the last 9 or 9 out of the last 10 is because LeBron James is a cash cow. And you're going to talk about him. You want to see him play. You want him in the playoffs. He's a cash cow.
So you heard what Kwame Brown had to say. Listen, I think anyone that's thinking with their critical cap and being honest, they know exactly what Kwame's saying is the truth. The reason I believe they know what he's saying is the truth is because when you then closely scrutinize both of these players, you realize it's not close. You just like Shannon Sharp just woke up one day and just decided, okay, LeBron is the GOAT. And you're like, based off of what? He'd be like, go James, go James. Oh, Nick Wright. Nick Wright said LeBron had passed Jordan in 2016 after he won his third championship. Even LeBron himself tried to push that narrative when he said in 2016 that, see, what's happened is the following. LeBron and his camp are basically trying to take over all of media. They're trying to have guys that are on TV, on ESPN and FS1 that are pushing this, he's better than Jordan, or pushing this to GOAT, pushing the he's the GOAT debate or whatever it is. Then you have people in the independent space, you have former athletes and all of these guys who are all promoting him. Right? And this is the reason why you see a lot of guys come out here and say funny stuff. At one point, Paul Pierce was saying that Jordan is the undisputed GOAT. Then out of nowhere, now he's talking about LeBron maybe GOAT. And we're looking at him like, yo, Paul, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Kevin Garnett, they used to be very, very pro Jordan. Then all of a sudden woke up one day and said, but LeBron could be the GOAT. And like, yo, bro, what's going on? Why are all of these people all of a sudden now having a change of heart? Now, some people may be watching this show and saying, oh, bro, you ain't doing nothing but hating. All you're doing is hating. I'm like, no, we're not hating. What we're doing is we're calling out the BS and the lies. A lot of what these guys are saying, they don't even believe it themselves. I chat with Gilbert Arenas from time to time. We talk basketball, strictly basketball. We crack it up, crack jokes or whatever it is. And I always tell Gilbert in the chat, I'm like, Gil, I know you don't believe what you're saying. I know it. And Gil, like, if you listen to Gilbert, listen, if you want to know what Gilbert Arenas really thinks about this GOAT debate, ask him to talk about Jordan, ask him to talk about Kobe, and you'll realize that Gilbert don't really believe that. Gilbert Arenas was the first person I heard say before Jordan even scored 18,000 career points, he was being considered the greatest player of all time. So then why would it all of a sudden that when LeBron hits 40,000 or 38,000, that would make him the GOAT? You never cared about that. Why are you caring about it all of a sudden? Now, I know Gilbert and LeBron, they know each other fantastic, but I don't believe he believes that. I believe that maybe he's just trying to appeal to a younger audience, but I know Gilbert Arenas in his heart for a fact knows that Jordan is the GOAT. He knows that. He even said it on Paul George's podcast, and I believe that he believes the three greatest players are the following: Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, in that order. But I also know that if he doesn't push LeBron, a lot of his butthurt fans gonna be crying all over the comment section. That's just the reality. Even Shannon Sharp has been accused of being paid to promote LeBron James. This happened on TV with Steven Jackson and Joy Taylor, where they said, we heard that somebody has gotten to you, and the reason now all of a sudden that you're promoting LeBron is because you can be bought. This is what they said on live TV on Undisputed. So for Kwame Brown to point this out, I don't believe he's saying anything new. Now, obviously, the knee-jerk reaction to him is going to be, oh, he's a hater, which is always seems to be the case these days. This word gets thrown around so easily. But to me, listen, I think Kwame Brown was telling 100% the truth. To me, I think this debate is made up of basically smoke and mirrors. I don't see it. If I'm just being, I'm not hating. I don't see it. I'm a Kobe guy. And I think Jordan is better than Kobe because I don't see it. I don't see an avenue in which I can say, hey, you know what? Kobe's better than Jordan. Now, looking at the eye test, you'd be like, damn, this guy's pretty close. He's pretty much there. Jordan's got him by a little bit, but he's pretty much there. But Jordan is still better. So I don't see it being like, I got Kobe ahead of LeBron. Just off of the eye test alone. I mean, just off of the eye, I think Kobe was a better two-way player. So to me, man, that's what I think, and I applaud Kwame Brown for having the courage to go out there and say it, because the rest of these guys just up there twerking it up, slapping each other with honey, knocking over drinks, busting it down, shaking it up, shaking it to the left, shaking it to the right. I don't even know what this. I don't even know how else to even describe these dudes. But I know y'all gonna come for me in the comment section. We're gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready for you guys. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.